If you can control your one leg balancing on roller skates, it's going to improve all of your skills. Let's go. So we've spoken about balancing on one leg before because you need to get your weight over your one foot like this. But it's not just being able to balance, it's also building this control, which requires strength. So what we're going to do in shoes is actually play with this balance and think about the counterbalance that you need. So if I'm going to put my leg out, I'm going to do this. And it's all about counterbalancing. If I can wiggle around, move my leg forwards, backwards, and still keep my balance on one leg, using all of your body. Now also, another good one is to go down and up. It's that strength. And make sure you do it on both feet. It's all about your core. I'm keeping my core really, really tight here to really keep control. One thing I will say is about when you're balancing on one leg in your skates is when you balance on one leg, don't do this. Make sure that you keep your arms under control. See, I'm using them for balance, counterbalancing, but don't do that because as soon as you do that, you can feel your weight go back. So it's best to keep your arms nice and controlled, use them for counterbalance, but not that. Let's try it in skates. So now I've got my skates on, we can do the same thing, but we need to be a little bit more controlled. So what I'm going to do is stand on one leg, make sure I've got my balance, put my foot to the front, to the side, to the back, and feel I'm having to move my body all the time. My upper body is moving and compensating. So I'm creating that counterbalance. So we can do this moving and we can actually use this to our advantage because when you're moving, you can create a momentum with your leg. So I'm going to go around this corner on an inside edge here, and I'm going to lean in my circle. And I've got this counterbalance going on here. So all the time I can balance myself. Now I'm talking about momentum. So if I'm going to do some pivots, I'm going to use my hip. You see this foot? It's helping me. It's making the momentum of the turn. And your free leg and your balance is so important for all of these things. All the time I'm using my free leg. Now we can also do some slaloms. And that's exactly the same. I'm using this leg to pull and push me over. So I've got a fun little drill to help you with your one leg balance, and all you're going to need is some of these. So I've chosen wheels because they're nice and shallow, they're not very high, and you'll see why in a minute. I'm going to roll gently on 2 feet, and every time I get to a wheel, I've got to lift my foot. Now, so that's quite nice and easy. You can obviously put them further apart if you need a little bit more thinking time. But what you can do is you can start to put the wheels together. I've now got to keep my foot up for longer because there's 2 together. So you can do this more and more. So I can actually put a chunk of 4 together. And that means I've got to stand on my foot for longer. So speed is your friend. Always speed is your friend. So do you see the position I'm in here? I'm low because it makes it easy for me to lift my foot. I'm nice and low. Lift, lift. So when I put this foot down, I'm not actually putting that much weight on it because I know I've got to pick it up again. And that is what's going to help you get more and more confident keeping on one leg for longer. So if you do find you're having trouble because you're losing speed, I've actually got quite a big gap between my 2 and my 4. So I've got space to do a bubble to give myself a little bit more speed to help me hold it for longer over the 4 wheels. Bubble, and up. So work with it, find your happy place, and then you can build up from there and make it harder as you get more and more confident. Do remember to engage your core on this one because it's really going to help you with your balance. Now, there are loads of variations, so if you do post anything, please tag me because I'd love to see what you come up with. I'm Katie from Skatie, and I'll see you next time. Bye.